Hello everyone, I am Navi. In today's lesson, we are going to learn about types of nouns in detail. So, first of all, what are nouns? Nouns are naming words. Once again, I repeat, what are nouns? Nouns are naming words. When you open your eyes, what are all the things that you perceive, or that you observe, or that you see are all nouns? Let me ask you a question. What is your name? Let's say that your name is John, then are you a noun? Absolutely not, right? You are not a noun at all. Your name, John, is a noun. Let's now learn about types of nouns in detail. So, first we are going to take a look at common nouns and proper nouns, then concrete noun, abstract noun, and the next thing is countable noun, uncountable noun, collective noun. Actually, nouns are of many types. So, today we are going to look at these 7 types, which are very important in English. Let's have a quick glance at these things. Now, what are common nouns and proper nouns? They both refer to people, places, and things. But what's the difference? So, if we talk about people, let's say that a girl, that's a common noun. But if I talk about the specific girl, like let's say Jane, that becomes a proper noun, right? If I talk about an actor, that's a common noun. But if I talk about a specific actor, for example, James Bond, that becomes a proper noun. In a similar manner, if I talk about a university, that's a common noun. But if I talk about a specific university, let's say Cambridge, that becomes a proper noun. So that is the main difference. So if we talk about something in general, that's a common noun. If we talk about something in particular, if we talk about something that is very specific, which means proper noun. Now moving on to the third one, which is concrete noun. Now, what are concrete nouns? Concrete nouns are nothing but persons, places, or things that you can touch, that you can see, that you can smell. So basically, you could use your 5 senses. Now, what is it in your hand? You are having mobile phone right now at your hand, right? So you can touch your mobile phone. In a similar manner, you can touch your laptop, you can touch your TV. So what are all the things that you can touch, that you can see? They are all belong to the category of concrete nouns. Now, what are abstract nouns? So, unlike concrete nouns, abstract nouns are something that you can't touch, see, or smell. So, basically, abstract nouns are ideas, concepts, and feelings. For example, if I talk about honesty, is it possible to touch honesty? Absolutely not, right? If I talk about happiness, is it possible to touch happiness? No, not at all. We can feel happiness, we can feel sadness, right? So, moving on to the next one, which is countable noun. So, you can count countable nouns. Say, for example, pen, phone, books. So, countable nouns are also called count nouns, right? Simple. Let's now talk about uncountable nouns. Now, what is an uncountable noun? So if I talk about milk, is it possible to count milk? Is it possible to count water? So are you able to count happiness? Absolutely not, right? So they are all belong to the category of uncountable nouns. So moving on to the last one that we have, which is collective noun. So what is a collective noun? Collective noun denotes a group of individual or group of animals or things. For example, family, crowd, class, state, district, taluk, to name a few, right? They are all collective nouns. So let us learn more in detail. So first we are going to take a look at common noun. So what is a common noun? A common noun names any person, place, thing or an idea. Right? So common nouns are not capitalized unless they come at the beginning of a sentence. So it is not necessary to use capital letter. But if it comes at the beginning of a sentence, we must use capital letter. Examples. Let us see the examples. Here we have a couple of examples. So the girl jumps happily. So here the girl is a common noun. So here we are talking about the girl in general. So for example, the boy jumps happily or the sister jumps happily. So the girl is a common noun. Look at the next sentence. He goes to the hospital. Here hospital is the common noun. Let's have a look at proper noun. So what is a proper noun? Proper noun refers to a specific person or thing and requires a capital letter. So proper noun refers to a specific person. When we talk about someone or something that is very specific, it belongs to the category of proper noun, as I said earlier. So proper nouns are always capitalized. We should use capital letter. So let us see a couple of sentences. Sheila is a famous dancer. So Sheila is a proper noun. Why? Because we are specifically talking about Sheila. Look at the next sentence. America is the richest country. Here America is the proper noun. Why? Because we are specifically talking about America. So country is a common noun. Look at the next one. Concrete noun. So what is the concrete noun actually? Concrete nouns are nouns that you can physically see and touch. So basically you could use your five senses. So they are all belong to the category of concrete noun. So here you have a couple of sentences. This mobile phone is mine. So here mobile phone is a concrete noun. You can touch your mobile phone. Or else you could say this book is mine. This water bottle is mine. Right? This TV is mine. Why? Because you could touch those items. So the items that you can see or touch, they all belong to the category of concrete nouns. Look at the next sentence example. I think someone stole my handbag while traveling. So here handbag is the concrete noun. You could touch your handbag. So moving on to the next one, which is abstract noun. Now, what is an abstract noun? Abstract nouns are nouns that you can see, that you cannot see. Just look at this word that you cannot see, hear, touch, smell, or taste. Right? So this is meant by abstract noun. Just look at these examples. Always speak the truth. It is impossible to touch the truth, but we can feel the truth. Laughter is the best medicine. So we can't touch the laughter. So, but you can feel the laughter. So, abstract noun. So, these two words belong to the category of abstract nouns. Right? Let's now talk about countable noun. Countable noun names anything which can be counted. So, the things that you can count, which are all belong to the category of countable nouns. They can be singular or plural. Examples, my cat is playing. You could say my dog is playing. You can count your cat or you can count your dog. Everything. So I want an orange. You can count your orange or apple. Something like that. So, countable noun names anything which can be counted. So, here my cat and orange are both countable nouns. Let's now talk about uncountable noun. Uncountable noun names anything that cannot be counted. So, the nouns that cannot be counted are all belong to the category of uncountable nouns. I hate darkness. Here, can you count darkness? No. Don't harm anyone. So, can you count harm? Absolutely not, right? So, uncountable nouns. So, darkness and harm are both uncountable nouns. So, let's look at the last one that we have, which is collective noun. So, a collective noun is a type of a noun that expresses a name for a collection of a bunch of several people, objects, things, animals, etc. So, what's the collective noun? It denotes a group of individuals or group of animals or things. So, let's look at some example sentences. He presented a bouquet. So, here bouquet is a collective noun. So, a herd of cattle is grazing. Here, herd of cattle is a collective noun. For any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Hope you would have understood this lesson clearly. Thank you.